Hello, 6th graders. Welcome to Big Ideas Math, Contract Math, Section 7.1, 2014 edition, Adjacent and Vertical Angles lesson. Pause while you write Section 7.1, 2014 lesson in your math notebook. Pause again while you write today's lesson objective in your math notebook. Today's objective is identify adjacent and vertical angles. Today we'll be starting on page 272 in your math textbook. Example 1, naming angles. Letter A, we're going to name a pair of adjacent angles. Angle ABC and angle ABF share a common side. So let's look at that. ABC, AB and C, that angle's right there, and ABF, there's that common side, ABF, share the common side, and they have the same vertex, which is B. So angle ABC and angle ABF are adjacent angles. So they have to have the common side and the common vertex. Our next job is to name a pair of vertical angles. So angle ABF and angle CBD are opposite angles. So angle ABF, again, is here, angle ABF, and angle CBD is here, and they're opposite from each other. So those are vertical angles. Moving on to page 273, we're going to look at example 2. It says, using adjacent and vertical angles, tell whether the angles are adjacent or vertical, then find the value of x. So the angles are vertical angles in letter A because vertical angles are congruent. The angles have the same measure. So if we look at the angle here, and we look at our missing angle measure, x degrees, the value of x is 70 because we know that vertical angles have the same measure. So if the angle opposite from x has a measure of 70, then we know that the measure of x is 70. Let's look at letter B. The angles are adjacent angles, so they're next door neighbors. They share a common side and they share a vertex. And because the angles make up a right angle, the sum of their measures is 90. So since one of them measures 31 degrees, we can use that to help us figure out the value of x. So x plus 4 plus 31 equals 90. So all we have to do is solve for x. 31 plus 4 is 35, and then we subtract 35 from both sides, and we end up with x equal to 55. So the value of x is 55 degrees. Example 3, we're going to be constructing angles. It says draw a pair of vertical angles with a measure of 40 degrees. Use a protractor to draw a 40-degree angle. So we would line up our vertex with the hole in the protractor and draw our straight line out from that, and then line up our pencil with the 40-degree mark on the protractor, and then draw our line out from that. And then it says use a straight edge to extend the sides to form two intersecting lines. So all you do is extend the horizontal line and then the slanted line, so you end up with a sort of sideways X. So since you know that the measure of the angle that you drew with the protractor is 40 degrees, then you know that the measure of the angle opposite that is also 40 degrees. Your assignment for this lesson is to complete the On Your Own problems 1 through 6 below. They are also on pages 272 to 273 of your textbook. Show your work and be prepared to share during our next class. Please remember, to earn credit for viewing this flipped lesson, you must complete your exit slip, come to our next class prepared with the journal pages or other work from the flipped lesson completed, and be prepared with any work that was assigned in the flipped lesson completed. Be prepared with any questions you have for the teacher, and always have a good attitude. We'll see you next time in class.